Ah, mortadella. Some may call it the Bologna of Italy, but it's actually so much more than that. Keep watching to find out how it differs from other cold cuts, what it tastes like, and why it's so darn hard to find in stores. In case you're not aware, mortadella is a cold cut that adorns sandwiches both hot and cold, and often finds its way onto charcuterie boards across Italy. This emulsified sausage sometimes contains pistachios and has added flavors of black pepper and myrtle berries. The meat is known to have a spotted look, with white dots seen throughout the pale pink meat. This is due to its extra fat content, as mortadella is made with at least 15% pork fat cubes. Mortadella that comes out of the Emilia-Romagna region of Italy is actually labeled Mortadella Bologna. Other types of mortadella are not given that distinction, and usually follow a more strict recipe. Think of it like the original bologna. It's smooth, luxurious, fatty, and delicious, redolent of subtle, warming spices and flavorings. Mortadella originated in the city of Bologna itself, and when it began to spread beyond Italy, the cured meat turned cold cut became known simply as Bologna, in reference to its birthplace. Mortadella was enjoyed as far back as the Roman era, and it eventually became renowned around Europe. In fact, a special consortium was established in the 1600s to ensure Italy produced the highest quality mortadella, and protect against any attempts at counterfeiting the meat. With the rise of industrialization in the 1800s, mortadella became more commonplace and much cheaper. Industrialization also allowed for the salumi to be made and shipped worldwide as opposed to only being eaten throughout Europe. Of course, American bologna is an entirely different product to the original, as it's mass-produced, pinker, and milder in flavor.
Oscar Mayer Bologna. The beginning of a beautiful sandwich.
Mortadella is rich and fatty, and the pistachios and spices add a freshness and vibrancy to the otherwise smooth, mild salumi. While mortadella is textured, it does feature the same silky feel of other cured meats. Beyond cold cuts, mortadella can be served on pizza, mixed into pasta salads, quiches, or frittatas, put in stuffed pastas, in meatballs, in a mousse, and more. Of course, it's also delicious alongside any cheese. It's a major component in the famous muffaletta too, the super meaty sandwich that is doused in olive tapenade and often enjoyed in New Orleans. Nutritionally, mortadella is something of a mixed bag. For one, it's not especially caloric or high in cholesterol. Mortadella also packs multiple vitamins, niacin, zinc, and iron. Because the white interspersed throughout mortadella is pork fat, however, it can be quite high in fat. It should also be noted that mortadella and bologna are both incredibly rich in sodium, so it might be wise to steer clear if you're looking to minimize your salt intake. Mortadella does contain amino acids, which may boost the immune system, and can even bolster brittle nails or thin hair. Not only that, but it has a high glycemic index, and contains 3 grams of carbs. It's obviously not a vegan or vegetarian food, but it can be eaten on the keto diet. Unfortunately, genuine mortadella may not always be easy to find outside of Italy. Some supermarkets have well-stocked deli counters, and you may be lucky enough to find it there. And if you can wait for it, you may be able to find it through a delivery service or online. However, there is one place where you won't have any trouble finding some: Italian specialty stores. When shopping for mortadella, flavor and texture are the most important things to look for. Once purchased, you can feel free to treat mortadella as you would any other cold cut. Store it in a sealed container in the refrigerator, and it should stay for about a week. And while you may find yourself addicted to this meat before long, remember that it's a part of the cold cut family, so you probably shouldn't eat it every day. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more mashed videos about your favorite foods are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.